Welcome to Lost Girl Therapy. If you have anxious attachment and you get triggered, these are some of the signs that you might present after the event. So with anxious attachment, when we get triggered in a romantic relationship, what you might notice is that there is a rumination or obsessive component to the presentation. And that can look like ruminating on what happened between you and your partner, or obsessing over wanting to be closer to your partner. Now, this can present as wanting to be physically close, but this can also present as texting or wanting to hear from them. And what the anxious wound is really doing is it's stirring up something in ourselves that is saying, I need the validation and I need the reassurance that my partner isn't going anywhere. When anxious attachment gets triggered, what you're going to feel is this sense of like, oh my God, okay, what if my relationship ends? Now, in a healthy dynamic, when we have conflict with a partner, we don't necessarily have that gut punch of what if? What if they leave? What if this ends? What am I going to do? We have this sense of unease, but we can also have this sense of trust in our partner and in ourselves that we can work through the conflict. When an anxious attachment wound gets triggered to any varying degree, what you're going to notice is the mind always kind of drifts to the what if. What if it ends? What if this doesn't work out? What if I am left? And so we do everything in our power to really make sure that that doesn't happen. But the catch here is that in all of our efforts to make sure that that doesn't happen, we can push our partner away. Because when we come in really hot about wanting reassurance that we are loved and cared for, or wanting reassurance that the fight wasn't that bad or the conflict wasn't hurtful to them, we might be invalidating our partner's feelings. And then what you're going to begin to notice is that sense of urgency, that clinginess within us really deepens. So if you find yourself going to your partner and kind of like not being able to settle down, not being able to rest, not really feeling grounded until you're in their presence, or not feeling like you're able to gain clarity about what it is that you feel about the dynamic that you guys are holding in that moment, notice that it would be beneficial if you took time to step out of that dynamic and find a way to calm your nervous system down. And I recognize that this is really challenging because when we are triggered on an anxious level, the last thing that we want to do is find harmony. What we want to do is we want to go to our partner and say, please make this better. I can't tolerate this level of discomfort. But by gaining clarity on our side first, what we can actually do is then go back to our partners and say, hey, this is where I'm coming from. And I can also recognize how and where my attachment wound got triggered. And I recognize how all of the actions that we both have taken have now led to where we're at right now. Bringing that level of awareness into the conversation can be a game changer, and it can also help form secure attachment as you move through a conflict resolution.